To locate electric radiant ceiling heat wires between sheetrock, several methods can be employed. Firstly, consider using an electrical tester with a non-contact voltage detector. Set the tester to alternating current voltage detection mode. Slowly move the non-contact voltage detector over the ceiling surface, maintaining a distance of about 2 to 3 inches. If the wires are energized, the tester will beep or light up when it passes over them. Secondly, a stud finder with deep scan mode can be utilized. Some stud finders have a deep scan mode that allows them to detect metal objects hidden under drywall. Calibrate the stud finder according to the manufacturer's instructions. Slowly move the stud finder over the ceiling surface, pausing at any spot where the stud finder indicates a metal object. Thirdly, a thermal imager can be employed. A thermal imager can detect temperature differences that may indicate the presence of wires. Point the thermal imager at the ceiling surface from a distance of about 6 to 12 inches. Energize the radiant ceiling heat for a short period, for example 10 minutes. The wires will appear as warmer areas on the thermal image. Fourthly, a test light can be implemented. Use a test light with a small needle or probe. Carefully insert the probe into the drywall at a slight angle, keeping it parallel to the surface. If you touch a wire, the test light will illuminate. Fifthly, if possible, trace the wires from the electrical box where the radiant heat system is connected. Use a flexible wire tracer to follow the wires through the ceiling joists or framing. When working with these methods, remember to work slowly and carefully to avoid damaging the wires. Test the location of the wires in multiple areas to confirm their position. Once the wires are located, mark them clearly with tape or a permanent marker. When cutting or drilling into the ceiling, always use a sharp blade or drill bit and proceed with caution. These steps will help you safely and effectively locate the radiant ceiling heat wires. Always ensure the power is off when working with electrical wiring unless specifically instructed to energize for testing purposes, such as with the thermal imager. When using a non-contact voltage detector, be aware that it may not be effective if the wires are deeply embedded or shielded. Multiple passes and varying the angle of approach can help improve detection. The deep scan mode on a stud finder might also detect other metal objects in the ceiling, such as pipes or framing, so it's important to investigate any potential wire locations carefully. Thermal imagers provide a visual representation of heat, making it easier to identify the wire layout. However, they can be expensive. Ensure the ceiling surface is clean and free of obstructions that might affect the thermal reading. Test light should be used with caution to avoid damaging the wiring or creating a shock hazard. Before inserting the probe, verify that the test light is functioning properly and that you are familiar with its operation. Tracing the wires from the electrical box can be a reliable method, but it may require removing portions of the ceiling or wall to access the wiring. Take photographs or make detailed sketches of the wiring layout before making any modifications. Always consult with a qualified electrician if you are unsure about any aspect of the process or if you encounter any unexpected problems. Be aware of the presence of insulation in the ceiling, as it can affect the accuracy of wire detection methods. Insulation can reduce the temperature difference detected by a thermal imager and can interfere with the signals from stud finders and non-contact voltage detectors. In some cases, it may be necessary to remove or temporarily relocate insulation to improve detection accuracy. Ensure that any removed insulation is properly replaced after the wiring has been located. When working with electric radiant ceiling heat, always to energize the circuit breaker that supplies power to the system before starting any work. This will help prevent electrical shock and ensure your safety. Verify that the circuit is energized by using a voltage tester to check the wires. If you are not comfortable working with electricity, it is best to hire a qualified electrician to perform the work. If you are using a thermal imager, allow the radiant ceiling heat to operate for a sufficient amount of time to allow the wires to heat up adequately. This will make them easier to detect in the thermal image. However, do not leave the system energized for an extended period of time, as this could potentially cause damage to the wiring or other components. When marking the location of the wires, use a non-conductive tape or marker to avoid creating a short circuit. Be sure to mark the wires clearly and accurately so that you can easily avoid them when cutting or drilling into the ceiling. When cutting or drilling into the ceiling, use a slow and steady motion to avoid damaging the wires. If you encounter any resistance, stop immediately and investigate the cause. It is possible that you have encountered a wire or other obstruction. Consider using a hole saw or other specialized cutting tool to create a clean and precise hole in the ceiling. These tools can help to minimize the risk of damaging the wires. If you are installing a ceiling fan, be sure to use a fan-rated electrical box that is properly supported by the ceiling joists. Do not simply attach the fan to the drywall, as this could cause the fan to fall down. When connecting the wiring for the ceiling fan, follow all applicable electrical codes and safety regulations. If you are not comfortable working with electricity, it is best to hire a qualified electrician to perform the work. Always wear appropriate safety gear when working with electricity, including safety glasses, gloves, and insulated tools. Never work with electricity in wet or damp conditions. If you have any doubts about your ability to safely complete the work, it is best to consult with a qualified electrician. Remember that electric radiant ceiling heat systems can be complex and potentially dangerous. Taking the time to properly locate the wires and follow safe work practices can help to prevent accidents and ensure that the job is done correctly. Regular maintenance and inspection of the radiant ceiling heat system can help to identify potential problems early on and prevent them from becoming more serious. Look for signs of damage or wear, such as cracks, discoloration, or loose connections. If you notice any problems, have them repaired by a qualified electrician as soon as possible. By following these tips, you can safely and effectively locate electric radiant ceiling heat wires and avoid damaging them when working on your ceiling. The use of multiple methods in conjunction can improve the accuracy of wire location. For instance, using a stud finder to identify potential locations, then verifying with a non-contact voltage detector, and finally confirming with a thermal imager, provides a higher degree of confidence. Consider the age of the radiant heating system. Older systems might have wiring that is more brittle or prone to damage. Exercise extra caution when working with older systems and consider consulting with an experienced electrician who is familiar with older wiring techniques. Documenting the process of locating the wires is helpful for future reference. Take photos or videos of the wire locations and store them in a safe place. This will save time and effort if you need to access the wiring again in the future. Before starting any work, check the local building codes and regulations regarding electrical work. Some jurisdictions require a permit for certain types of electrical work. Ensure that you are in compliance with all applicable codes and regulations. If you are planning to make significant changes to the radiant heating system, such as adding new zones or replacing existing wiring, consult with a qualified electrical engineer. They can help you design a system that meets your needs and complies with all applicable codes and regulations. When working with radiant ceiling heat, it's essential to understand the basic principles of how the system operates. Radiant heat works by emitting infrared radiation that warms objects and people in the room. The wires in the ceiling are heated by electricity and then radiate heat downwards. The wires are typically spaced evenly throughout the ceiling to provide uniform heating. The temperature of the wires is controlled by a thermostat. Different types of radiant ceiling heat systems exist, including resistance wire systems and carbon fiber systems. Resistance wire systems use wires made of a high resistance material that heats up when electricity flows through it. Carbon fiber systems use carbon fiber mats that are embedded in the ceiling. Carbon fiber systems are generally more energy efficient than resistance wire systems. When troubleshooting problems with a radiant ceiling heat system, it's helpful to have a basic understanding of electrical circuits. An electrical circuit is a closed loop that allows electricity to flow from a power source to a load and back again. The power source is typically a circuit breaker in the electrical panel. The load is the radiant heating wires in the ceiling. The wires are connected to the power source by electrical wiring. If there is a break in the circuit, the electricity will not be able to flow and the radiant heating system will not work. Common problems with radiant ceiling heat systems include broken wires, faulty thermostats, and loose connections. Broken wires can be caused by physical damage, corrosion, or overheating. Faulty thermostats can cause the system to overheat or not heat at all. Loose connections can cause the system to operate intermittently or not at all. To troubleshoot a radiant ceiling heat system, start by checking the circuit breaker. Make sure that the breaker is turned on and that it is not tripped. If the breaker is tripped, reset it and see if the system starts working. If the breaker trips again, there is likely a short circuit in the system. Next, check the thermostat. Make sure that it is set to the correct temperature and that it is functioning properly. If the thermostat is not working, replace it with a new one. Finally, check the wiring connections. Make sure that all of the connections are tight and that there are no loose wires. If you find any loose connections, tighten them and see if the system starts working. If you are still unable to troubleshoot the problem, consult with a qualified electrician. They will be able to diagnose the problem and repair it safely and effectively. Be aware of the potential for electromagnetic fields or EMFs associated with electrical wiring. While the health effects of EMF are still being studied, some people are concerned about potential risks. If you are concerned about EMF, you can take steps to reduce your exposure, such as increasing the distance between yourself and the wiring. When working with any type of electrical system, it's always best to err on the side of caution. If you are unsure about something, consult with a qualified electrician. They can help you ensure that the work is done safely and correctly. Consider the impact of your work on the overall energy efficiency of your home. Radiant ceiling heat can be an energy-efficient way to heat a room, but it's important to make sure that the system is properly installed and maintained. Ensure that the ceiling is properly insulated to prevent heat loss. Use a programmable thermostat to control the temperature of the system and avoid overheating the room. By taking these steps, you can maximize the energy efficiency of your radiant ceiling heat system and save money on your energy bills. Remember, safety is always the top priority when working with electricity. Take the time to properly locate the wires, follow safe work practices, and consult with a qualified electrician if you have any questions or concerns. By doing so, you can protect yourself from electrical shock and ensure that the job is done correctly, and you are able to install that ceiling fan in your home.